Hello, today I'm going to show you a demonstration of Unito's two-way integration between GitLab and Wrike with Wrike Sync, also known as project syncs. I'll start by showing you what the completed integration looks like. So you're watching me create an issue in GitLab on the right that will sync over to my Wrike project on the left. For the use case, you could imagine that a technical team in GitLab is syncing product release dates with the team in Wrike so that everyone will know when to expect key launch dates or information. So Unito or Wrike Sync is capable of creating new tasks or issues in your tools based on certain parameters that you'll set up yourself. So this is my issue in GitLab, software update 3.56. You're going to watch it appear in Wrike on the left momentarily. I'll just switch over to the Unito interface and refresh my screen, then trigger a manual sync, and you'll watch it appear in real time. Switch back, and there it is. So now let's take a closer look at the details of each work item. So the task and the issue. Here they are side by side. You can see that the information from one transferred over to the other, and these will be kept up to date with a live two-way sync. So if I make changes to the task in Wrike or the issue in GitLab, then the team in the other tool will see those changes occur in real time. And now let's dive into it. Let's look at how to sync GitLab and Wrike. From the Wrike interface, you can click on Apps and Integrations, and then Project Syncs or Wrike Sync, and then it takes you to the Unito interface. From here, you can click Create a Flow, and then connect your tools. So a flow represents the connection between your tools that allows information to sync between them. So I've selected the Wrike account that you just saw. I'll choose a project within my Wrike account. And this is the project that will contain all of the tasks I wish to create and sync with the work of my team in GitLab. Next up, I'll select GitLab, and I'll show you quickly how to connect a new GitLab account. It's very easy. When you see this screen, you simply have to click Authorize. This gives Unito access to your GitLab issues and allows data to sync back and forth. We are SOC 2 Type 2 certified. All of your data will be fully encrypted. Then you can simply select the account and then the project that contains your issues. That's the name of my demo project. I'll select that and then hit continue. Next, we'll set a flow direction. So flow direction tells Unito where to create new tasks or issues and keep them in sync. For my demo, I'm sending issues from GitLab to Wrike, but not vice versa. Now I'll create some rules that will determine which issues should sync over. I've chosen label. Specifically, I'll choose the deployment label that I created. So only issues that have that label will sync over to Wrike as tasks. If that label is ever removed, then the issue will no longer be in sync. Then we set field mappings. So these are the individual fields of our GitLab issues and Wrike tasks. And here you can see the association between them established by Unito. So this determines how updates occur, either from one app to another or in both directions. In this case, almost all of my fields will sync two ways. So if any changes occur to an issue or to a task, then you'll see those changes occur in the other. One thing to note, with auto-mapped fields, status and state are automatically paired together. But for my use case, I want my labels in GitLab to sync over to Wrike. So I'll need to create a custom field here. So I'll just jump over to Wrike and adjust this custom field I've called label so that my Wrike team will know that a label in Wrike is the same as a label in GitLab. You'll want to create one for each label in the other tool. They don't have to have the same names as long as each team understands the purpose of those labels. So in my case, I've added a few, including one I've called deployment. And then you'll see once my flow is complete that any issues with that label will sync over to Wrike, and you'll see the same label in my custom field. So I pair them up in Unito like so, and then I simply have to click on the names of each label to make sure that they match accordingly. They don't have to be identical, as long as whoever's creating the flow knows that, say, a bug in one tool is the same as bug report in another, so that the labels make sense to you as the user. So I'll just set up a few more here, and you'll get a sense for how this process works. And then when the flow is completed, those labels will sync together. Finally, all that's left to do is launch my flow. So I'll confirm here, and then I can decide whether or not to sync historical data. So you have the option to test out your flow before launching, by creating a new issue or a new task and seeing if it works as intended, or you can click here to include older tasks or issues, and then this applies your Unito flows rules to all historical data. And then your data will begin to sync. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to our team and let us know.